It is?
Yeah, it's probably, or the Senators probably have a game. I forgot how close we were.
I see.
I wish the dude would find me a trailer and a bed and
Who did all that?
Lori's neighbor.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, it's a battle to represent.
I'm downstairs. What you mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, picked up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiple.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. Pass the 60, pass the 60. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As we seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Now back to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 27 yards. And the Lions have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's Young on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. It's certainly not how they envisioned the start to this one. You give up the touchdown, and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Young to throw it. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On first down, Gibbs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Can you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
That throw by Young incomplete.
A man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Young on 3rd down. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Young looks to throw on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down. Young will set to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, it's Young. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. Young now. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 21-0 our score after 1. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs. They find some open field here. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 23-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Oh, Young loses it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Looking to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And Young's throw there incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Young. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. Henry up the middle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Following the interception, Young. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Young off the play fake. That's caught. And again, it's Goodwin. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. They'll throw again. Young. Touchdown! Derrick Henry. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers are able to claw one back. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack. and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. To throw, Young. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2nd and 4. This will be caught at about the 6. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile, because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And now here is another interception. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there starting the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Left side, it's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Left side has got Robinson. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll look to throw again. They still can't get it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Up the middle they go. Gibbs, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be every...
He's got him in. Complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to at least get one score back. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got this complete to Williams. Touchdown! On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football. And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Throwing, Young. And Shark calls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. That throw by Young incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And now here's another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
19 Tigers.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to wind up and air it out. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Up the middle they go. Gibbs. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Lions Lions are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Young. He dumps it off for Henry. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? The West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play? Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On play action, Young. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, 52 yards. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feet? And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Young now. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
Here's Smith to return it. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13.
And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And what a